name is Alfred Stern, and I'm a 55-year-old homeless guy right now. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm happy to say that I've been through a lot, and still progressing forward and going through things. One of the things that I like to touch on every now and then is my 4 years in the military on the United States USS Enterprise, at which time I was privileged to become a rescue swimmer and save lives. Also, I was a cook, so I've been in a lot of places that people my age have never seen, never will see. Yokosuka, Japan, Okinawa, Japan, Sydney, Australia, Perth, Australia, Philippines, New Zealand, Thailand, Singapore. But the place that stands out to me the most is an island in the middle of the Indian Ocean called Port Victoria, Seychelles. It's the most beautiful island in the world because it's centered in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and the people are still friendly. And it's just the perfect place to go and die. If you ever had the money, look it up. The people are lovely. They actually live off of everything there on land, and it's just a wonderful place. A lot of times when I'm out here and I'm going through trials and tribulations like today, I take my mind away from the mundane and the things that are going on, and I try and take my mind back to when I was there, the people that I've met, you know. But life is full of changes, and as long as you adhere to them and you grow from them, it gets better. Before it gets worse, it gets a whole lot better. People nowadays don't appreciate what they have, but going from living indoors to being out on the street makes you really think and wonder. And life is good today, though. At least I'm alive, and at least I'm well. Thank you.
All right. Okay. That will work. But is there anything else that you could think about mentioning or whatnot?
Well, after I did my 4 years in the military, I lost 4 close family members: my dad, my grandmother, my great aunt, and my auntie. And by all rights, sometimes I think that I should be in a crazy hospital because my sanity was tested. But I made it through that. To be out here and not have any family, I'm happy to say I am my own family. Some people out here, they depend on folks. I don't really depend on anyone for anything. I don't like asking anybody, but sometimes, like to say, a closed mouth never gets fed. But I don't know. It's winter time, and this is Victorville, California, the heart of Homelessville, USA. But I'm not gonna let it take me down.
All right, that's awesome. So what happened with your family? I mean, you say you lost 4
my
people
family
at once?
is up in Northern California.
Oh, all right. I thought you meant like they died or something.
Yeah. Well, my dad died 6 months. Within the first 6 months after I got out the military, my dad got a diagnosis to have cancer of the pancreas. So cancer took him. Then my mom.
Yeah, cancer is scary.
Yeah. Then my mom's mom, my grandmother, she had cancer of the brain. And before she passed, my auntie, her youngest daughter, decided to take her life, so she committed suicide. And she called us, she was trying to prepare a place in heaven for her, which I still don't understand anything behind that. But during that time, I was doing ramp service for United Orient Airlines, and life was okay. That's the only thing that kept me sane.
So what do you do for the ramp service?
Oh, I was a supervisor. Loading and unloading planes.
All right.
Yeah, cool. and cleaning planes all night. Working from 11 o'clock at night to 11 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Hey, guy. Hey, guy. Hey, guy. Hey, Mike. Hey, guy. Hey, guy. I'm playing this cool. I'm putting on YouTube.
Huh?
I was trying to ask that guy if it was cool if I put him on YouTube, because they don't let you use anybody's like face
Okay.
in an image, so I'll have to cut out the part where.
I don't think he was in the image though, cause
Yeah, he drove right by. He would,
Oh.
but I can cut that little part out, and it'll be all right.
But for the most part, I thank the good Lord above for the lessons that I learned, the people that I met, and the connections that I've established over the years. Happy to say that I haven't done anybody wrong, but there's always that one chance, you know, or that one opportunity. But I'm trying to stay away from trouble. Trouble stays away from me.
All right. All right. Well, that'll work.
Now, how long does that thing run for?
There's probably minimal wind, so we could get it done probably in here. All right, let's set this thing up.
Hi, my name is Frederick Heard, and I'd like to know that the world is coming to an end one of these days, and I want to know if people would like to be closer together and more of a partnership with people. We need to get to know the planet more and open them, you know, say for instance, the ocean. It's not open. It's not getting enough water to the ocean. We all need to focus on that. You know.
Now, what do you mean by that? By there's not
focus
enough water
on the things that we need to do in the land. It needs to be, you know, sort of like cleaned up, and the ocean needs to meet the water. Well, the rivers, the bigger rivers, need to meet the ocean, to dilute the ocean from big problems that we have, and a lot of things that we need to do is really focus on ourselves and be, you know, more historical, more advanced. We lost a few generations of children, and we lost a whole lot of knowledge of being with each other here in the United States. The United States used to be, you should always be aware of things. We're not aware of things that we should be. The things that we need to talk about is not shooting at each other, but to notice that we are all in good shape, but we're fighting one another for nothing. This country needs to be united, not separated. And this country needs to be more of a get-together thing. We shouldn't separate ourselves in the United States. All I want to know is we'll be able to get like that once again soon. I know when I was coming up as a kid, we were like that, but today they're missing a whole lot of things that we don't have. And that's love. We need to love one another like everybody else does. I noticed this gentleman walked up to me and wanted to know what I said. I don't know what to say to him either, but we need to focus on a lot of that and a lot of other things. So please help us with our children. And the children, so we need to really help with our children too. We need to know each other, we need to get to know each other better. And aside of all things, we really need to get to know each other better. All I want to know is are we going to put one foot in front of the other and get there? Praise God that we do. The world is coming to an end if we don't get ourselves together and be more of let's say, like a classmate in school. I really miss them days that we used to go out and play basketball with each other, and not just separated. Let's get one foot in front of the other and walk about and do the things we're supposed to do. Amen.
All right. Cool, that works.
My name is Eduardo Gutierrez, and the only reason I'm homeless right now is because I am stuck in California. I have an apartment down in Denver, Colorado, and I'm just trying to get a bus there to get back to Denver. so I could not lose my job, not lose what I've worked so hard for the last 10 years. I'm 27, and I've been working since I was 16. It's just, right now I'm just in a little lump, in a little hole, so I'm trying to get out. And it sucks when you have somebody try to steal your car, and you go to jail, not them. I lost my car, I lost my dog. My wife is already back in Denver. I'm glad she's back home. I'm just trying to get back to her. I'm right now in Victorville, California. Just trying to get back home.
Alright, okay, cool.
I'm JD Brown Sounds. I don't know. I'm gonna just do like a little
Yeah.
little SoundCloud like introduction.
Alright.
I don't know. That's probably a little better, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just whatever you want to talk about, you know, whatever comes to mind.
I'm JD Brown Sounds. Check me out on iCloud iCloud and or SoundCloud and JD Brown Sounds, and then Jacob Christensen will be the name.
All right.
Get the songs and let me know.
All right. Did you want to talk about like the thing about God or whatnot?
No.
Okay.
I've been living in Victorville for like 6 years now, and the shit is pretty interesting. Like, I learned. My mama told me when I first moved here, when I was a little bit more naive. She told me that Victorville is comprised of like Southern California, like LA, Compton, Long Beach, stuff like that. Victorville is comprised of mostly of LA's leftovers. And when she says that, like, especially in the more ghetto parts, like, it's comprised of mostly people who got ran out of LA. Shit is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people in LA, and then it's just like they try to move out of the more crowded area into lesser.
People come up here because it's not as crowded, the cost of living is cheaper, and it's not nearly as violent. But what comes with the territory is that problems come with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like what's it called? With immigration, and I'm not saying like all immigrants are like murderers, thieves, shit like that, but every culture has their bad side, and all immigrants have a piece of that culture in them. Every culture, you know what I mean? White, black, brown, etc. So the bad comes with the good from Los Angeles, and that shows with gang violence, what's it called? Robberies, stuff like that, crime, what's it called? Drugs running through the streets, that kind of stuff. You got a lighter? But yeah, Victorville, LA's leftovers. But the fucked up part about it is because it takes a lot of time for cities to acclimate to violence and shit. Like, it's like violence is like a sickness, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes the body, it lingers in the body. Sometimes it takes time to leave. Sometimes it stays longer than you want. But Victorville's at the point to where it hasn't fully gotten in, you know what I mean? So it's like LA, just not just violent. Socioeconomics drives it too. A lot of people go insane. A lot of people lose their jobs, don't have the ability to cope with it, can't live in the streets without consuming some kind of drug to cope with it, or something like that. And that's how a lot of homelessness starts around here. Like, I had a homeboy his name is Nick. He used to have a job, used to go over in that store right over there every morning, selling solar panels, getting coffee and donuts with his homeboys. Yeah. But now, all bad, man. He's like, girl broke up with him, lost his job, started doing ice. He's in rehab now, thank goodness, and hopefully he'll stay straight.
Yeah, you know, like those strong drugs that just mess you up.
I know, it's fucked up. Like, he like an absolutely completely straight and sane person, and his family isn't necessarily the straightest. I mean, but everybody goes through the drama. But this dude was perfectly normal and on his way. You know what I'm saying? But then that shit, this fucking place and life snatched him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost happened to me.
Yeah.
But then
drugs are just a bad situation, you know.
All around, man.
What was your situation like? How did it almost happen to you?
It's like, what's it called? I was born socially inept. I was emotionally healthy, but I was too naive. You know what I'm saying? And that left a lot of windows open for people to exploit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even my mom tried to have me on what's it called, Social Security, lying to the government and shit, just so I could get an extra check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then after that, I wanted to move out of my mom's house before she had the satisfaction of kicking me out. You know, I've just been hanging around friends' houses, staying in certain places, but like never really won. But the reason it almost happened to me is just because, like I said, the people I trust, my brother, my mother, a few of the girls that I've dated, either exploited me, hurt my feelings to the point to where I thought I was going to break mentally. And just these streets, like, it's cold, it's hot, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy. But that shit gets to you. I had to find meditation and weed, and that shit saved me. It's kept me sane, and now I'm doing a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the first one? You said something, and then you said meditation and weed.
Yeah, meditation and weed. It took a lot of like crying and shit, and learning, and a whole lot of mistakes to not be exploited, because that's a lot of what happens around here nowadays.
Yeah.
Old people, foster kids, the mentally disabled, a whole lot of that shit goes around in Victorville like a common practice. The disabled or the people who aren't capable of thinking for themselves.
Yeah, and I've seen some of all of that. Yeah.
Especially niggas. I know kids. I don't want to say kids because they're adults, but kids living off of their parents and shit, off of their social checks, fucking paying rent. All the parents have is fucking beer and cigarettes and shit. Barely even fed. Don't even shower them motherfuckers. And then the kids. These foster parents don't give a fuck about some of these kids. Like that's how half of some of these kids people end up homeless. Like real shit, because they don't have good parents and shit.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
all they care about is that fucking paycheck that comes at the end of the month. Meanwhile, the kids are fucking running around doing fucking God knows what. I still hang around with a lot of those kids. Like it changes every 4 years. New crop of kids, new crop of homeless people. People move out, get too old, realize Victorville is a load of shit in general. Like, it's a nice place to live, but the people make it shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you really have to know who to trust around here. Keep your circle small. Not let too many people in. And definitely don't show you. And definitely, I had to learn this the hard way. If you have gifts and talents, don't reveal yourself completely. Don't show everything off. Because people hate in Victorville. I don't know what it is. It's like a fucking virus. Like people either always assume just because you try.
This is a great way to put that. I like that.
Yeah. People assume just because you want to try, they think that you're better than them. No, people are just trying to be better than themselves. They were yesterday. But like I said, it drives anger and jealousy and hate. Because people refuse to look at that place that they're neglecting, the one that the other person is embracing and improving and thriving on, you know what I'm saying? So they feel a need within themselves to stop it, or to hate, or to throw venom, or shade, or whatever it is niggas are saying nowadays. Salt, that type of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, people are grimy around here, man. People are always trying to justify violence. Always looking for any kind of tiny excuse to beat somebody the fuck up.
Yeah, it's true. I know, because I grew up in this city.
Like it wasn't like when I first moved up here, like wasn't that bad, and then increasingly it gets bad, and then good, and then bad, and then good. All depends on socioeconomics and the situations that people live in, and whether or not they can handle it.
Yeah.
And some people can't. Like, don't get it twisted, bro. Being home, like some of these people got the game on lock. Being homeless is damn near a business. Like they take advantage of people. Like not advantage. I wouldn't say advantage of people's kindness, but I've seen some homeless people walk into stores with wads of money bigger than mine. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I just talked to a dude. He said he saved $5,000, and I'm thinking like, Damn, that's so much money for a dude just to have.
Yeah, like just on the corner over there, there was this dude who made $22 in less than 30 minutes, and he continued to make that same amount for damn near 4 hours straight. It's fucking ridiculous. A person can live out of car and make a decent living in Victorville if they were homeless, and they do. Like over in that Walmart, there's like damn near camp trailers and cars and shit like that. Like, yeah, Victorville has a lot of potential. Socially, like with people and shit, and economically, there's lots of money to be spent and nothing to spend it on. That's why there's that's why there's 7 car washes on this block. A McDonald's popping up every 5 minutes or something like that. I think people should put their money into themselves. Spend it, give it less to businesses like Subway, McDonald's, like low-key luxury items that you don't need. Like, I think people should develop their talents and passions and drives and shit like that. They would save money and certainly be healthier.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, fast food's always just poison for the most part.
Yeah. Now, people just need something to do in Victorville. Kids need something to do. Adults need something to do. Keep them from going insane or getting into trouble.
Yeah. I mean, you got to keep yourself busy.
Real talk. Literally, that's it. You have to keep yourself busy, or fucking trouble will find you eventually. You're gonna start hanging with the wrong people, doing the wrong shit, fucking getting bored. That's the dangerous part, getting bored. Like, boredom is a very serious fucking problem, and people don't realize that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that can come with like depression, boredom, depression. They're kind of lined up together a lot of the time.
Exactly. And then when you give into despair, that which comes with depression, you surrender to your lowest instincts. You know what I'm saying? You want to satiate them no matter what. No matter what the risk is, no matter what the harm is.
Which
to your
means
body,
like violence a lot of the time.
Violence, drugs, fucking all that shit. A whole lot of stories. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want to hear? Something sad, happy?
Oh, you know, whatever you think would be like the most interesting type of stories.
Yeah. Like, okay, like for like the past couple, like 6 months ago, right?
Yeah.
For 5 years straight, I lived in like not a halfway house, but remember how earlier I told you there's dudes out here living out off of their parents and shit like that, social security checks. I used to live with this dude. I would, like, he would help me out. Like, I would have a place to live. I would be his gopher, go for this, go for that, do this, sell that, buy that, stuff like that. I beat all types of people. I mean, literally all types of people, because he sold drugs at this house. I mean, all types. I mean, bums, businessmen, people that drive Mustangs, blue-collar workers, sometimes even doctors, fucking State Farm insurance workers, all that. Because everybody in Victorville does drugs. I mean, everybody. It's not a joke. Like, everybody's doing some type of weed, some type of powder, a white girl or some shit like that. Fucking, it's unbelievable. You'd be surprised how many working class people, highly functional people, do crystal meth. It blew my fucking mind. Like, there was this one time, this dude, I was just hanging out with him. I was like, you smoking? And he was like, yeah, I smoke. In a really weird accent, and he just pulled out a long ass pipe, which blew me away. But anyway, back to the subject. All types of people going through there. Fucking prostitutes, fucking gangbangers, fucking. I got some really cool tattoos and shit from those same people that broke through that house. But it got to a point to where shit came up missing. People got into fights, drama. Yeah. Like I said earlier, people looking for any excuse to elevate themselves to a status that doesn't exist by fighting or causing violence or making another person look bad, hating, like I said earlier. Yeah. And then there's negligence, pure negligence. Like, there was this one dude, his name, let's just call him J-Dub, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This dude used to get, like, he didn't have to work because he got so much money off of taxes and shit, because he had 3 kids and one of them was autistic. And he refused, and I mean outright refused, to take care of these kids sometimes. Like, they would steal, like, they would be so hungry, they would steal my food, and I would fucking get into fights because I would have to snatch my food back from these kids, and I fucking regret that fucking because I should have let, hindsight, I should have let him have it. But I had to fight this dude because he wouldn't tell his kids that you can't take other people's shit, and he wouldn't feed them. He would fucking be on coke binges and shit, or fucking hung over, and fucking be too tired to fucking take them to school and shit, which really pissed me the fuck off. I would used to get into fights for clowning this dude and not even clowning him, just telling the truth. Like, we got into fights and he pulled out my hair. He would get so mad over me telling him this shit, like, take care of your motherfucking kids. And it's that bad. He's doing way better now. Taking care of him. He's got a job and shit. Fucking smoking good weed and all that. But yeah, it used to be bad. That's just one of the like dozens, if not hundreds of people that rode through that house. Fucking the niggas there, the dudes there, man, whew, them dudes ain't shit. Deplorable, like straight pirates, trading girlfriends like baseball cards, robbing people and helping them find it.
Yeah, no, I've seen stuff like that. It's all bad.
And then it's like, you know how big businesses or fucking small businesses try to use the term family to inspire a false sense of loyalty into the company and make a person work harder for no extra money. It's the same shit with people. They always say shit like family or crew or something like that, and they don't even mean that shit. All right. One thing with Victorville is that it has a lot of places. Like, there's a lot of food, and it really fucks me up. Like, I recycle a lot, and I go through a lot of cans and bins, and it infuriates me. Like, if you saw it, you'd get mad too. The amount of food that people waste. Like, there are bread factories all around this part of town, in Phelan and Victorville and Atalanta and whatnot, and whatever bread they can sell gets sent back from stores into warehouses, and then those warehouses sell that bread to like lower end stores, like the 99 cent, like it goes from Stater Brothers, wherever Stater Brothers can't sell, they give it to a place like the Dollar General, Dollar Tree, 99 cent store, places like that. Then whatever bread they can't sell from that point basically gets thrown away. People would literally rather throw away food than see someone eat it for free, and it's fucking ridiculous. It makes me mad just thinking about it. I found entire entrees, bags of beef jerky. I used to work in one of those factories with my uncle, delivering bread to and from grocery stores and whatnot in a truck. I used to take them, give them away for free and shit, because I really could not stand it. Like, trash cans, like big ones like this dude over there, is empty, like full to the brim of bread that was perfectly edible, and no one was eating it. Whole lot of bullshit. But anyway, if you think I'm interesting, you should see my fucking martial arts teacher. Like, I practice karate, Shotokan, you know what I mean? And my teacher is a low-key famous dude around here. He used to teach out in Vegas before he left and came up here. He's a self-proclaimed, and I'm not insulting him because he calls himself this all the time, self-proclaimed karate bum. Like, a lot of people see him around town. You've probably seen him a couple times. He goes to Hook Park. He practices in the morning, practices his katas, you know what I'm saying, his routines. He even teaches me. He's taught a handful of security guards and other people around Victorville, wrestlers, martial artists, homeless people, anybody. He even teaches the little dudes around on our block, just, you know, basic self-defense. And when I tell you, he's rowdy, he's outspoken, and he has a mouth on him, absolutely hilarious. You think I got some, man, he's like one of those white dudes that aren't racist but are just brash and absolutely not politically correct. Like, he hates, I say hates white people, but there's no other way to describe it. He hates white people, and you, like, the racist white people, the correct white people, the mean for no reason white people. Like, cameraman over here, good white guy. You know what I mean? Mean white guy, old white guy looking at black people, minding their own business, that kind of white guy, he ain't feeling those people. But I'm gonna let you listen to his story, because when he tells it, it's gonna be a lot more interesting.
All right.
And that's
okay.